What's the best way to portray one of the most nefarious villains of the last decade in gaming? Hi everyone, I'm Backrolls, and welcome to the Nintendo Nerds, a series where we talk about art, design, and all things Nintendo. So stick around, because in today's video, I'll be showing you how to make an entire painting using only one tube of paint, featuring one of my favorite titles of last year, Untitled Goose Game. So to make this painting, you only need a few supplies, all of which can be easily found online. Watercolor brushes, a soft graphite pencil, a waterproof pen like a Micron or a Faber-Castell, an optional acrylic paint pen, and your paint of choice. This should be an intense pigment that you can dilute, such as a sepia, a dark rich green, or an indigo like I'm using. If you choose a delicate color, this won't be as effective. I've wanted to practice more value paintings for a while, and I thought some Untitled Goose fan art would be a really fun and motivating way to do that. Not only did I love Untitled Goose Game, but it has such bold blocks of color that recreating it using only one paint seemed obtainable. I wanted to recreate one of the tasks that brought me the most vindictive joy, and that was throwing the rake in the lake. And along the perimeter of my drawing, I've added some of my favorite items that you can swipe along the way. Now, I've said this in videos before, but I'll repeat it. I have to use references, and I'm horrible at proportions from memory. If you feel like you have similar deficiencies, you can totally still make traditional art. It just takes patience, practice, and soft graphite so that you can erase easily. So before I jump in, some of you might be asking, just what is a value painting? So in art, value means the lightness or darkness of a color or hue. A value painting just means to say that I am creating one painting using all different values of one color. So I'm going to be working with Daniel Smith Indigo today. I really love this shade. I would like to shout out to Autumn Chu. She is a wonderful painter. You should look her up, Art Chu. And she sent me some Shadow Green from Holbein and some Daniel Smith Indigo, and both colors I really love, and they're both a regular part of my rotation now. Daniel Smith Indigo is made with Indanthrone Blue and Lamp Black, so it's not true indigo, but it does give a very denim-y indigo wash when you do a really light wash, and really intense indigo like this with the Lamp Black in it just looks like a true black without being really overpowering. So that's why I really like Daniel Smith Indigo. I have some Holbein white gouache that I don't really plan to use, but you never know. So I have that there just in case. But first things first, even tube paints need some water to be activated. And as I've said before, at a couple of these spray bottles, you'll love them. I'll let that sit for a moment, and once it's ready, I'm going to start my value test. So, let's start with the most intense value. I'm a lefty, so sorry, gonna scoot this over a little bit. I'm just gonna take it pretty much directly from the paint. I'm going to take the same paint and let's go most intense over here. So you can see as it's drying, that one has a little bit too much pigment in it, but for the most part, they're getting lighter as they go. I have to be careful when moving through, but I will have this test strip next to me to make sure I'm not applying anything that I shouldn't be. For the most part, this is lightest to darkest. I'm just applying some masking fluid to protect parts of my page I'd like to keep white. From there, you want to first cover your lightest areas, and then go back over them once they have completely dried with the next darkest value, and so on. If you need to check your image and see how your values are building up, take a photo of your painting and turn it black and white. You'll be able to immediately tell what values need more work. Just work with patience and build your values up slowly. That's the best advice I can give. It's like a haircut. It's not a big deal if you work at it delicately, but if you overdo it, that's the end of it. But I promise, the end effect is wonderful, and along the way, you'll learn a lot about building up color values in the process. I wanted to make this video just to show that you can do applicable practice in your art without being stodgy and academic about it. It's important to work on fundamentals in painting if you're looking to improve your technique, but if you aren't going to feel motivated in the process, why bother? We hope you feel inspired to go make some art of your own, or at least to go and revisit Untitled Goose Game. If you enjoyed this video and want more talks on art, design, and all things Nintendo, give us a thumbs up or subscribe. It would help us a lot. As always, we hope you leave this video ready to pick up a Pro Controller, a paintbrush, or a pen. I'm Backrolls, and this has been the Nintendo Nerds.